Mind control is often portrayed as a dramatic, science fiction concept involving sinister experiments or shadowy figures pulling the strings. However, in reality, mind control techniques are far more subtle, pervasive, and embedded in everyday life. From advertising to social media algorithms, these tactics influence how we think, feel, and act, often without us even realizing it. Understanding how mind control operates in our daily lives is the first step toward reclaiming autonomy and making conscious choices. At its core, mind control is about influence. It involves using psychological and emotional triggers to steer thoughts and behaviors in a desired direction. These techniques exploit the brain's natural tendencies, such as the desire for belonging, the fear of missing out, or the drive for instant gratification. By tapping into these innate human characteristics, those employing mind control can subtly shape our perceptions and decisions. One of the most common arenas for mind control is advertising. Advertisers use a mix of emotional appeals, repetition, and scarcity tactics to manipulate consumer behavior. Phrases like limited time offer or you deserve this trigger urgency and entitlement, pushing people toward purchases they might not otherwise consider. Bright colors, catchy jingles, and repetitive slogans create lasting impressions, embedding products into our subconscious minds. Social media platforms are another powerful tool for everyday mind control. Algorithms are designed to keep users engaged by showing content that aligns with their interests, beliefs, or emotional states. By curating a feed tailored to our preferences, these platforms create echo chambers that reinforce existing views and limit exposure to alternative perspectives. Over time, this can subtly influence opinions, behaviors, and even political leanings. Language and framing are also critical components of mind control in daily interactions. The way information is presented can drastically alter how we perceive it. For example, calling an issue a challenge instead of a problem creates a more positive association. Politicians, marketers, and even friends or family may use specific framing techniques to guide your reactions and decisions. Another widespread tactic is social proof, where people are influenced by the actions or opinions of others. Seeing that a product is best-selling or that a video has millions of views creates a perception of value or importance, even if the quality is questionable. This effect taps into the human need for belonging and validation. Fear-based tactics are particularly effective in exerting mind control. Whether it's news headlines emphasizing threats or marketing campaigns warning about dire consequences of inaction, fear triggers the brain's survival mechanisms, making people more susceptible to influence. For instance, health advertisements that highlight the dangers of not using a product often lead to higher sales by leveraging fear. Despite its prevalence, mind control in everyday life is not inherently malicious. Influence is a natural part of human interaction, and in many cases, it's used to promote positive behaviors, such as adopting healthier habits or supporting social causes. The ethical question lies in the intention and transparency of the influence. Recognizing and resisting mind control begins with awareness. Pay attention to the language, imagery, and emotional appeals used in the messages you encounter daily. Ask yourself, what is the intention behind this message? How is it making me feel, and why? Is this aligned with my values and goals? Practicing mindful media consumption is another powerful tool. Limit exposure to content designed to manipulate your emotions, and diversify the sources of information you engage with. Building a habit of critical thinking can help you identify and question attempts to influence you. Strengthening your internal sense of self is equally important. When you have a clear understanding of your values, goals, and boundaries, you're less likely to be swayed by external pressures. Techniques like mindfulness, journaling, and self-reflection can help solidify this inner foundation. While we can't completely escape the influence of mind control techniques in our interconnected world, we can learn to navigate them with greater awareness and intention. By understanding how these tactics work, we can make more informed choices, reclaim our autonomy, and engage with the world on our terms. Mind control in everyday life isn't about surrendering to manipulation, it's about recognizing influence, resisting undue pressure, and reclaiming the ability to think and act consciously. The more aware we become of these subtle forces, the more empowered we are to shape our own reality.